Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo's chicken rice cooked in the Flavorchef. This is really simple, using only a few ingredients. You can pimp it as hard as you like with as many different ingredients as you want, but this is just a simple midweek meal. You can have it on its own or you can have it as a side. First thing we're going to do is turn our Flavorchef on, 10 minutes to preheat on the high heat. Give our eggs a little whisk. Now you don't need any oil when you're cooking with the Flavorchef. You don't really need to do anything else to this egg either. So we're just going to put that in a couple of minutes when it's preheated. Now we're just using some chopped up roast chicken. I roasted the chicken. The little pine nuts you see in there are left over from the seasoning that was in amongst it under the skin. That can go in too, it doesn't really matter. But if you've got any leftover barbecue chicken, or you want to do a chicken breast or something like that, if you want to go skinless, go for it. And that's all the meat that we're going to be using for this dish. Okay, it's nice and warm now. Using the spoonula that it comes with, we're just going to tip our eggs in onto that. And here it starts to sizzle straight away. Sort of scramble this around. You can see no oil and that egg is not sticking at all. It's really quite ingenious. We just want to sort of omelette that up a little bit. Don't need the top layer at this stage. Then we're going to remove that and we're going to actually cook our rice in here as well. So you'll just see how versatile this machine is. Once it's sort of chop it all up, because it's going to be folded or flipped through our rice, the last thing. You don't need to keep this warm, because when you pop it back in again, it's going to warm itself. See? Hasn't stuck anywhere. Check that out. Right, now we don't want that too cooked up. We're just going to remove that now, pop it back in the same dish. It doesn't matter about that not being cleaned out, because when we put the cooked egg into the rice, it's going to get a little more cooking. That's all you have to do. Now you can wipe that out with a wet cloth now if you want to, but you don't need to, because we're going to add our rice, using basmati rice here, and some cold water. Okay. Now we're just going to cook that using the absorption method for about 10 minutes until it absorbs all of that water. So in 10 minutes time we'll come back and we'll complete our dish. Pop the lid down. The timer's already set for 10 minutes. On high, it will come to the boil very shortly and absorb all of that moisture. If you've got leftover cooked rice, perfect, you've already got a head start. This doesn't take very long at all. Okay, just while that's cooking, we're just going to cut our spring onions. This is as much for colour and garnish as it is for flavour, and they get folded in the very last thing. Cut them on a diagonal, and that'll stop them from flying around the room. They're actually really quite crisp, because I've physically just walked in out of the garden with them and given them a rinse. They can go in with the egg. Onto our parsley. Same thing, crisp as, just wash it, make sure it's nice and clean. I'm not going to actually put the stalks in here because the stalks are going to be a little bit tough. We don't need that. It's going to just be more, again, garnish, colour and flavour. Oh, and you know, parsley's got a very, very high vitamin C and a lot of other things in it too. It's good for you anyway. Okay, put that to one side with our chicken and we wait for that rice to cook. Okay, our 10 minutes is up. Our rice is beautifully cooked. We're going to send in our chicken now just to warm it through. You don't have to cook it at all. As you can see, it's already roasted, so it's got plenty of caramelization on the skin. Now, you could put peas, corn, beans, capsicum, anything you like. Now, we've got, to keep this gluten-free, we've got some gluten-free soy sauce made by Lee Kum Kee, and we're going to pour some of that on there. We've put no salt in it at this stage, so that's going to be our flavouring. We're also going to add some toasted sesame oil. I love this stuff. Don't get fried with sesame oil. I know it's strong, but it gives it a gorgeous flavour and it's good for you. So, some of that, give it a flick around. It's actually turned itself off at the moment. Just give it another 10 minutes or so, just to heat these ingredients through. Smelling pretty good. And now we just add our egg and our herbs. Break that egg up. You can put prawns in this, anything you like, but this is just a very, very simple midweek meal using essentially leftovers. Now, tell me that doesn't look grand. Nom nom nom. It'd be nice if I could keep some of those things in the pan. And as you can see, nothing has stuck. Brown that off a little bit more if you like, but it's not dry at all. And there you have it, Cheeky Richo's like chicken and rice in minutes. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you'd like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel. Don't forget to please subscribe. We've got oodles to show you and we're uploading lots of stuff every week. And thanks for watching. Have a great day. And that's it. Done. We'll have a little taste, shall we? Just check it for seasoning. Mine is very hot. Perfect, 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 perfect. Don't cook those herbs any more than that because they'll go sort of limp and horrible. You've got nice green colouring there. Delicious. Thanks for watching.